You know, for the first time, I went outside recently. Did you guys know it's fall? That's crazy. You know what happens in fall? I always reminisce within Fire Emblem Heroes about banners of yore. Brave Redo. That's what I'm talking about. Wayward Heroes. Those guys. Do you know what those are? Let me explain. A long time ago, not so distant 2017, 2018, there existed a time when Fire Emblem Heroes put out a special new Heroes banner every year in the fall. And it would consist of popular characters that were within the Choose Your Legends voting, right? Usually within the top 100 to 200. It's how we got things like Far-Fetched Heroes here, Dorcas, Lute, Mia, and the accompanying Tempest Trials, which featured Joshua. That's how we got them. The Brave Redo, which I feel like a lot of people would associate this theme with, name-wise, gave us the likes of Loki, Cliff, Owain, Grand Hero Battle featuring Aversa. Crazy. But that's long gone. We don't do those anymore. And part of it is because the game has gotten fairly good at incorporating popular heroes within, you know, the top 200 or so voting into the game throughout the year, right? It's literally how we got things like Gerald or Brigand Boss. That is a direct result of Choose Your Legends voting, and they showed up in banners and events throughout, you know, the rest of the year, which is fine. But for me, I always liked having a bunch of like secondary popular characters from the polling into one big banner, and I thought that was cool because you didn't have to wait. I don't like to wait sometimes, and you just get a nice little cluster, you know, together all at once, and I miss that. I miss that sometimes. So today, I thought I would take a look at the top 200-ish Choose Your Legends results and see what Brave Heroes never happened, or what a Brave Redo could possibly look like in 2022. And so I just started by going through here, right? Nothing too shocking in the immediate. Anna actually placed 18th. Anna from Awakening technically counts, I think. But if not, that's okay, because we actually have more than 200. I'll explain in a minute. Anna from Awakening, Trickster Anna, the one that joins your party, not Apotheosis Anna, who is the other Anna, who is a DLC map boss. There's so many Annas. Which, by the way, Trickster Awakening Anna, by far the best Anna. Just putting it out there for you. That is where my allegiances lie. And I believe that is this Anna. It's not the Apotheosis Anna. Because it's complicated. Because, like, if they're already represented in the game, then technically they couldn't have gotten onto a Brave Redo banner. So, for example, Sylvain, right? Sylvain, who has a summer alt, would not make it into a Brave Redo because he is Sylvain, but Anna's are different, and so they're confusing. But just go with me here. Awakening Trickster Anna. That's who we're talking about, not Apotheosis Anna, who is a different Anna altogether. So I think she counts. I'm pretty sure. It's confusing. I know. Yep. I understand. Who else? Nobody for a fair amount of time, honestly. It's been a minute. Toma and Kane, I think, were next on the list. 39th. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I think Tiki was the next one. Yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Maiko, Tokyo Mirage. You seeing a trend? Are you seeing a trend yet? It's interesting. This game that's a mirage that doesn't exist but does exist somehow is getting a lot of votes. Weird. Things like Ira, Severa, Plumeria. Sure. Bruno. We are going to talk about Bruno in this video. Believe it or not. I know we're not supposed to, but we're going to. Happy, Constance. I think they got added later this year. Characters like that. So there's a fair amount in here also that were added eventually. Abyss Keeper, not added. There's a fair amount. Yashiro and Navarre, I think, are the next up, which is another. That's weird. That's weird. That's so weird. That's crazy. They've added a fair amount of characters since voting began. Lucia still not in there, which is kind of bizarre. Gonna keep it a stack. I could go through this whole thing. Geralt is another great example, as is Sane. Kent is also down there somewhere. Good examples of characters that were added after the voting, mid-year, because of the results specifically. That is 100% how we got Geralt. Because that was great. And he was, I think, part of the Choose Your Legends banner, or like that group, right? The GHB, pretty sure. Dwyer, sure. Scarlet, sure. There's so many Fates characters. Can I just say that? There's so many. How many am I supposed to care about? I don't know, but there's so many, and like they're all distant relative kids or something. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I could go through the whole list, but I'm not going to, because I don't want this video to be 40 minutes long. So I broke things down for us here. Anna Awakening, Toma Kane, Tiki, Maiko, Bruno, Abysskeeper, Yashiro Navarre, Lucia, Athos, Dwyer, Scarlet, Stefan, Mitama, Edward, Tormod, Mathis, Bolg, Lambert, Daddy, Cyril, Cornelia, Yuritsa, Barry. And Yuritsa may also be another gray area. I understand. Anankos, Nina, from all the Marth games. Wow, that's crazy. Mozu, Gregor, Reyna, Vanessa, Gilliam, who I had to look up because I did not remember who that was. Rodrigue, Patty, who I also had to look up. Ayaha and Aversa. Interesting. Heather, Vike, Franz, my boy. Hiragi, Rickon, Meg. Rickon and Meg are both equally popular. I just want to point that out. So technically we're going to spot 201 with Shura, but they keep him as 200. Typically in a poll result, when two items tie, the next item down gets bumped to one up. So this would be 99, 99, 201. They didn't do that. But technically, by their list, we have the top non-included new heroes / has representation in the game / is within the top 200-ish characters. I'll be honest, there's a lot of Tokyo Mirage sessions. There's a lot of Tokyo Mirage sessions, man. There's also a fair amount of Three Houses, but Three Houses also has a lot of like side characters as well. Lambert, for example. Cyril, who is not technically a side character, but in my mind he is. Cornelia, I think, would be a great GHB. I'm kind of just waiting for that to happen, to be honest. A lot of good options. I think out of this entire list, Stefan is the one that I'm most excited about. And I think he would fit well on a Brave banner. If I were building a Brave redo, what it might look like for me personally, okay? Awakening Anna, Stefan, Nina, like, with a Cornelia kicker as a GHB. That's what that would be. Although, technically, they were 3 heroes banners. So maybe I only get to pick 3. Awakening Anna, Stefan, Maiko. How do we feel about that? I don't know. But this is basically the list. This is what we have to go on. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Choose Your Legends this year. But that's a different topic for a different day. I wanted to look at what Brave Redo would look like in 2022. And I think I did that today. It would be a lot of Tellius and Tokyo Mirage sessions and 3 houses. That is the answer. And ironically, we haven't had a lot of those banners outside of 3 houses, obviously. But we have had, you know, special heroes like Summer Micaiah showing up randomly. Weird. And that also featured like a free Alencia, things like that. So those are cool. We love that. They've gotten really good at placing them in, like I said. There's probably 20 or 30 more that I could have added to this list, but between, you know, February and October, they ended up putting them in the game, which is nice. It's nice to see that representation. So do we really need a Brave redo in 2022? No, we don't. But if we did, we might actually get another Tokyo Mirage Sessions banner. So think about that. Anyway, I just wanted to share this. It was something that was on my mind, and I wanted to look through it. So I made a video about it, because I'm a YouTuber. That's what YouTubers do. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday, because I think this is going live on Thursday. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks again, and until then, I will catch you next time.